How's it going? Today I'm going to show you how I solve a super 4x4x6. I believe it's a Calvin Tom Z puzzle, but this is just a fully functional 4x4x6 with super stickers on it, so it can shape shift, and the goal is to align the centers in the correct orientation on all the sides. So step I figured out how to do it. I used to just kind of turn it into like a 3x3x6, and I'd pair everything up and then try to solve it that way, but it took a while. And so the way I kind of came up with what works for me best is to make it basically a super 3x3, like one of these. So essentially this would be a centerpiece. These four pieces would be an edge. These two pieces would make an edge. And then these two pieces would be a corner. That is essentially how I'd solve it. Yeah, so like these two pieces is this corner. These two edges would be this edge. And these four pieces would be this edge. These four centers would be this center. These four there, essentially. So like, it's kind of like a 3x3. Like I have an edge here, corner here. This would be an edge, that type of thing. So yeah, that's essentially how I go about doing it. First, I'll start by solving the centers. And then, what do I do now? Oh yeah, I solved these wing pieces and these edges on all the sides. So it's kind of like solving a 4x4. Then after that, I put it back into a cuboid shape like this, and I solve these edges on the long side. Yeah, so like these ones I solve then. Then what I do is I'll get one side, like one top, and I'll put in the wings next to it to kind of build a corner piece here. And then I do the same thing on this side, but I start with this layer first, and then the final layer, and that would make my other blocks. And then I would solve like one side, do the centers, and when I get to the last layer, which would be these two all together, I see if I have parity. And if I have parity, I'll flip one of these edges, which will also rotate center. So I'll fix that, fix the edge, and then the last layer shouldn't have parity. I'll solve it like a super 3x3. And so I'll give this a scramble and I'll walk you through one of my solves. Hopefully explains how to do it, because I couldn't find a tutorial anywhere. So I guess whatever I just put up now is what you got, and best of luck. Hopefully it makes sense. If you can already solve a 4x4x6, a super 3x3, and a super 4x4, you should be able to figure out this on your own. But I'll just walk you kind of through what I do. I don't really know algorithm notations, so you can just pause the video and play it slow. Try to follow along. Best of luck. I'll explain different cases you can have, or that I've encountered at least. And of course, parity I'll do if we don't run into parity, but we might. So now I'll start shape shifting the scramble. I'll do my best to explain kind of what I'm doing, but yeah, hopefully it makes sense. If not, hopefully someone knows what they're doing much better than I can make a nice tutorial. So this looks pretty good and scrambled. So I'll go ahead and start solving. I like to do the orange or red just because they protrude out. It's easier to spot those centers. So let's, I guess I'll do orange. So I'm just kind of gonna line up these. And I'll do the other orange. There it is. All right, and there's my orange center. Make sure that, obviously they're lined up. So what I do is I'll pair a color, and then I'll pair its opposite color and put them together. Let's see. So here I'll pair the white lines on these red centers like that. I'll put that in. Now, because I paired the white, I'm going to need to pair the yellow. And if I would have paired the blue, I'd have to pair the green type of thing. It's already paired up. That's nice. I'll just insert it. And of course, obviously, the orange will be across from the red. Sorry, orange across from the red. And now I'll do the other centers. So I'll look, don't have any pairing. So for example, here's a good example. Okay, so when I'm making these centers, I want the lines to match. So I have 2 blue centers with the white lines and they line up. That's what you want. Example here, I have 2 yellow centers with blue lines, but the blue lines aren't matched like this. They're across from each other. You don't want that. You want them like this. So I'll start with the blue side since I already have a pair. There's one and there's the other one. So I'll pair those up. All right, and then there's my blue center. You want 2 lines like that. So then that would be, this one's going to be a white center. So I'll make the white center. Like, that's not what I want, so I'll have to change that. There we go. Now put the white center where it should go. Okay, so now I have my blue, my white. Here's going to be green. Maybe I'll do yellow because this is already kind of paired up. It's almost done. Hopefully I'm staying in camera. I'm not really giving this video any effort, so I'll go ahead and pair up these blues, or yellow with the blue line, I should say. Okay, so the yellow's done. Now it's just the green center. So, as you can see, I have one green center that's good, but these ones aren't. The yellows are across, so I need to swap these 2 pieces. So to do that, I do this set of moves. I go right side up. Here, wait, maybe I'll face it so your screen doesn't need to be rotated or something. Doing this on the floor. Okay. So I need to swap these 2 centers. So to do that, I put the 2 I need to swap there. I'm going to go right side up, top this way. Then I'm going to do left side up and top the other way. The right side down, switch the top this way, and then the left side down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the top this way. Then I'm going to turn this face that way. I'm going to bring this top one down. And then I'm going to turn the face this way. I'll bring this one back up. And that's how I fix the centers there. So, don't really know the algorithm notations, but hopefully you can follow along with that. So now that my centers are done, I'm going to solve these wing pieces. Is there one already kind of done? Oh yeah, look, we got one done. So this is what I'm going to solve. And I'm also going to solve the small edges. So what I like to do, a little easier for me, is easier to spot. Find one of these wing pieces that isn't like doubled up like this. It's easier to spot just the one probing out. So I'll do these and then I do these little corner ones. It's just easier to find. So yeah, I'll start right here's one. So it's kind of like just 4x4 edges. I'll match it and I'll just insert an edge that isn't good. Bring my centers back. So I solved that edge and that one. So I'm just going to keep doing that. So here's these 2. I'll pair up like that. Then I'll insert another edge that I can scramble up and bring my centers back. Let's look for another one. Got the yellow and red right there. So I'll pair those up like that, and I'll insert this one and bring my centers back. Let's see if we can find another one. Yep, here's one. So I'll match the blue with the orange line like that. Insert a bad edge. And bring my centers back. Here's blue. Is there another blue somewhere? That's green. Is that the one I found? We're looking for. It's probably right by it. There's another pair. There's a green edge there. Oh, here and there. So they were already lined up. Just pair that up and insert a bad edge like this. And put that in, bring our centers back. And we'll pair up these whites. Make sure I can put that edge in. So those are good. And we'll insert this one because those are mixed up. And bring my centers back. I think we're getting pretty close. There's green. Here's the other one. So I'll pair them up like that. And I'll swap them out with these edges. And bring my centers back. So I think I did all these like pieces. So now it's just these edge pieces, if that makes sense. So this one, they're already kind of lined up because the last two I need to flip, for example. So like these need flipped. Obviously, if I do that, well, I'm gonna have to mess up an edge that's already good. So fix just the last two. I'll bring them down so they're across. Bring it up, and then I'm just gonna flip this edge like so. Bring my centers back. That should fix all my edges. So now what I'm going to do is put it back into a cuboid shape, and I'll solve these edges. So let's go ahead. You can kind of just like a 3x3, like just match pieces up. You don't need to worry about, you know, getting all the reds and like, we're not dealing with that. We're just making it into the shape. So just kind of turn it like 3x3s. And so now I'll put this edge in here. And I'll put that one in there. Hopefully this is making sense. If not, I don't know, maybe someone else can make a solution video. Okay, so I'm kind of like, this would be F2L. And then last layer. So this would be a parity thing. I'm just going to flip an edge around, take it out, and put it in the other way. I'm not going to do the parity algorithm because I don't know if I actually have parity. Did I go the wrong way? What am I doing? Yeah, I did. I'll switch to this one. Okay. Now kind of 3x3 solving, just getting it back into the cube shape. Hopefully this is making sense where like this is a corner type of thing. All right, so now that I got it back into the cube shape, as we can see, the centers are still good. They don't have to be aligned, just as long as they're in that shape. And my edges are put together. And then these also match up. They don't need to be in the right spot, just as long as they're put together. So now I'm going to solve these edges. And to do that, we'll just match these up. So like this, I want here. So I'm going to bring it down. So that way, when I bring this up in a slice, they match up. I'll bring it over here, and I'll rotate this twice. That way I took it out and I put a bad edge in. I'll bring this back and bring my centers back. And I'm just going to keep doing that. So let's find another one. We got orange and white. So we'll match those together. And I'll swap it out with this one. So turn it, like so. Bring the centers back. All right, let's see. We got could do these two. So I'll bring them so that way when I do the slice, they match. Bring it over here. Put a bad one in. Bring it back. And that one's done now too. So here's the orange and yellow. I'll do that one. And sometimes you'll kind of run out of room to swap it out with a bad one. But I got lucky. But essentially, here, I'll show you. Like, say, for example, put this one. So, for example, I'm like, oh, well, if I match them up, I don't have a bad one on the sides. So what you can do then is just put a good one in the spot. Like so. That way, when I go and I match up these, I can have a bad one I can insert. So I'll match these up, and now I can insert this one in its place. When you bring it back, all the edges will be solved. So hopefully that makes sense. You might have to try it a couple times to get it. So, all right. So now I'm going to get the red side. I'm going to start building my 3x3. So I'll match this up with its centers like so, the white and the white. The green needs to be over here. I just kind of turn it like so. I need yellow here. So I'll take it out. I'll move it under where I want it. Bring it up like that. And last is blue. Just bring it up. And now I'll do the corners. And you could insert it like a 3x3, but that to me just kind of takes longer because then I lose my shape. So like what I do, if I want this one here, I move it right underneath where I want it to go. Do this side twice, bottom over, this side twice, bottom back, this side twice, and it inserts it. So I'll do the same with the rest of them. I'll put that one in there. That. And this one in here. And if for some reason you can't find them, they're all in the wrong spot, just put an orange one in its place, take the one out, and then you can move it to where you need it. This one goes here. All right, so now I have that top. Oh, I got lucky with this. So let's see. This one I want here. Turn this twice, this twice, this twice, this twice, and this twice. And this one I want there. And this one here. I kind of got lucky with placement. Sometimes you just have to turn the bottom or put the wrong one in its spot to take it out. All right, so now I want to insert the piece that would match this corner piece. So let's see here. So like this one is going to go here because the yellow will go here and this green will go here. Like it'll pretty much take it out and place it in there. You wouldn't want like the same color to be aligned. So like you wouldn't want green and green, yellow and yellow, because when I put it in, it'll be yellow, green, and yellow, green. You don't want that. So you want this one. You want it backwards. It's a little easier to see. Okay, so like this, if it matches, it's not the right one. If it's opposite, like the piece you want, but yellow and green, that's what you want. So what I do to insert this piece here, I turn this twice, I turn the bottom two over, and then the bottom one over, and this one twice again, bottom one back, and then bottom two back, and then this one twice again, and that puts it in. So now I'm gonna do the other ones. So let's see. Yep, this one needs to go here. So twice, bottom 2, bottom. This one twice, bottom back, bottom 2 back, and this one twice. All right, this one's gonna go here. And the final one, which would be this one. All right, so now I have this whole top row put together. The middle is done, but it's jumbled up, which is fine. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on this row. And I'm gonna start with these edge pieces first. And what I'm looking for is like headlights, they call it, where it's like yellow and yellow. I got it right here, but this doesn't work. Those aren't, those don't. So essentially I just need to flip these two. Sometimes you won't have headlights at all. You just do this algorithm once and you should find the headlights where 2 are good, 2 aren't. So these 2 I want to flip. So to do that, I'm going to do, I'll hold it like this. So I'll do right side twice, top this way, right side twice, and top back. Make sure you're turning both layers. Right side twice, top this way, and then the bottom 2 I'm going to turn as well. I'll do right side twice, top 2 this way, right side twice, top 2 back, and right side twice. So now what that did is it flipped the 2 edges, and now they're all correct. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start swapping edges. So like I swap these 2 pieces with these 2 pieces. I want the yellow ones here. So what I'm going to do is insert them there. I'm going to do this pattern where I do right side twice, turn the top 2 this way, right side twice, top 2 that way again, right side twice, top 2 twice, right side twice, top 2 twice, the right side twice, top 2 that way, right side twice, top 2 back, and right side twice. So that swapped the blues and the yellow. So now I have this yellow one done. I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna put the green, and then I'll just have one more swap. So I'm gonna swap these 2, do that same algorithm. Well, I'm kind of, same thing. If it's top twice, you can follow along. I might be turning it. Like if it's this one twice, I might have done that in the first one, and in the next one I went this way, just as long as it's double. But you'll follow along. You can pause the video and stuff. All right, so now it's just these 2 I got to swap. So I'm going to do that algorithm again. This, that. Okay, so now this layer is good. So now I'm going to do the top one, and I'm going to do the corners and then the edges, same as this one. So I'm looking, I don't have any headlights, so I'm going to do that algorithm I did before, but instead of turning both layers, I'm obviously only turning the one. Same with the bottom, only one. So I'll do right side twice, top this way, right side twice, top back, right side twice, top this way, and bottom the same way, right side twice, top this way, right side twice, bring the top back, and right side twice, and bring this bottom over. So now I have the blue headlights. That means these 2 need switched. So I'm just gonna put the headlights in my left hand. I want to swap these 2. Right side twice, top this way, right side twice, top back, right side twice, top that way, and then the bottom to match. Right side twice, top this way, right side twice, top back, right side twice, fix the bottom, and now all the corners are good. So now I'm just swapping edges. So I want these greens here, and I'll just put the whites there for now. So I'm going to swap these 2 to make my green side. I'll do right side twice, top this way, right side twice, way again. And that's what I do to swap those two. Now I'm at a point where, you know, I could just do the trick where it's like this, that, like to swap these two, but I'm not going to because it messes up this one. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to swap. I'm going to do a 3-cycle swap. It's annoying, but it's just how I do it. So I'll swap these two, and then these two again to fix it. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. You've already seen, I'll do the algorithm once slow so you can follow along, but then I'm just going to do it quick because this is going to be a long video. So basically what I'm doing is I'm swapping these and these. Okay, so that swapped those two. Now I'm going to swap these two. I'm going to go a little quicker because you can follow along on it. It's the same algorithm. You can just follow along in the video. Okay, now it's just these two I need to swap. So these two, and then it's good. Okay, and then when I line up, now I have an edge, my corner, edge, corner, edge, corner. So it's kind of like a super 3x3 right now. There could be parity. I'll show you how I fix that if we have it. So now what I'll do is I'll just start solving. This one's good. I just need to rotate this. So you can turn like that and then turn it to where it'll match up like that. Same with this one. There's all sorts of different ways you can do it. But essentially, yeah. So now these centers are lined up. It's like beginner method where you get one layer and it's like a T. So I have the top layer and the center is aligned. Now I'm going to put the edges in. So this one I'm going to just insert there. And then pair it up. And then I'll just insert it in there. And this one's going to go here. And this one will go here. And this one will go here. These are just beginner method 3x3 algorithms, so you should know how to do it. I'm not going to explain it. All right, so now I have like F2L done, and it's just last layer. And I got parity. So to fix parity is I just do parity on this edge, and it will rotate a center, but we can just fix that. And it'll, obviously, when I flip this and put it back together, this will be correct. I don't want to do the parity algorithm on this one because it can mess up more centers. It makes it a little more annoying, at least for me. So here's what I do to fix the parity. Do this one. You can just slow down the video and follow along. Oh, I think I messed this up. Maybe not. Okay, no, I didn't mess it up. So that flipped those two edges, but it also rotated this center. So at least we got rid of the parity. So I'll fix this center. Okay, so the center's good. Now I just got to put the edges where they go. There it is. Okay, so, and now it's just the last layer, essentially. I'm doing like the cross. Okay, now I gotta line these up. None of them match, so I'm gonna rotate 3 and see if I get a match. Still no match. There might be another parity, but let's see. We'll rotate 3 again. Okay, the green and the blue match. So I do have a parity here. So to fix this, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it just to be safe. I'm gonna swap the two like here that I need flip. I'm just gonna swap these two. So to do this, I'm gonna go like this, and then this. Okay, so that messed up some centers, so I'm gonna fix the centers again. It's a good thing I got both parity. I believe it's both parity. I don't know, but this is how I do it. So unless you know of a better way, this is what you're stuck with. Okay, I'll take that edge out. Now I'll go back to solving it like a super 3x3 for the third time, now that I got rid of the other parity. We're almost there. Okay. So this matches, but these 3 need rotated, so I'll rotate those. One more time I went the wrong way. Not a big deal, just do it again. All right. Now all I have to do is essentially the corners of like a super 3x3. So I'll put this one over here. And one more rotation of these 3. And then I just gotta orient these 2. There we go. And that is how I do the super 4x4x6. I hope this made sense. I mean, best of luck. But yeah, hopefully that helps if you're stuck or not sure how to tackle it. That's what works for me and how I deal with the parities. So, yep, have a good one.